Hi, I'm Alan Bresnick, Cable Video Practice Leader for Light Reading. I'm sitting here at our Cable Next Gen Technology event with Steve Shalita, who's Vice President of Marketing for NetScout Systems.
How you doing, Alan?
All right, Steve. Good to see you here.
Good to see you.
Steve, with the cable industry undergoing great transformation and change, how can service assurance help operators navigate the new landscape?
Well, as cable becomes more and more focused on all IP deployments in a broader range of services, service assurance becomes an important technology for them to be able to leverage, not only to deal with the operational challenges and maintaining the best customer service, but improving their operational efficiency through planning, optimization activities, as well as being able to get more and more intelligence from that network traffic to understand what subscribers are actually doing on their network and potentially identify new services.
Steve, considering the benefits of service assurance, the obvious benefits, why do you think cable operators haven't invested in it so much?
I think there's a couple of different reasons. One is technology changes. We've seen a lot of focus in specific service aspects, like looking at video at the ingest point or video within the head end, as opposed to looking at things from a service context or broader service delivery perspective. I think we've seen different kinds of investments happening in different parts of the service provider community, and the cable operators have really focused on specific areas that are giving them specific pain, as opposed to looking at things more from rather a service delivery context, right? In kind of making that shift into a content-oriented or service orchestration-oriented operation, right? Moving from just basic delivery of video to a much broader range of services in cloud.
Mobile operators have led the way with leveraging data analytics. What lessons can cable operators learn from what mobile operators have been doing?
Well, that's an interesting question, because where we've seen the largest investments within the service provider environment has been the mobile operators. And I think the lessons that they learned going back 3-4 years ago with the uproar in user experience issues and performance issues was mobile operators started to make significant investments in service assurance to deal with those issues. I think mobile operators have a bigger challenge in that they don't have the boundaries, the franchise area, the facilities area limitations that a cable operator has. You're working in a market and you don't have the same, or at least you didn't have the same kind of competitive pressures. Mobile operators hence made significant investments around service assurance, focusing on performance, but what they quickly learned was the intelligence that they can get from the network traffic allowed them to not only improve operationally, right, understand the performance of different systems, what's flowing on their network, but get deeper customer experience understanding. Right? In the mobile space, getting information from billing systems and things only give you so much insight. It's not telling you what's happening in the over-the-top traffic and service behaviors and consumer behaviors. What they're able to get from network intelligence is a real deep understanding of user trends, usage trends, consumption by different kinds of devices at different periods of the day from pure network traffic. And then they can translate that in understanding how these different services could potentially get monetized into their environment. So the mobile guys have been making, really great strides around customer experience management and delivering on this high availability notion and dealing with really service performance, service availability, and service quality. And I think that the cable operators, as they start to see intensified competition, not only from the telco players coming into their markets and the satellite players, but even the mobile space, can really leverage that to improve service performance, right? Ultimately the availability and quality, but also to garner much more operational intelligence of what they can pull from the network environment.
Right, so if the mobile guys can do it, the cable guys can do it.
Absolutely, and I think cable, there's some parallels there, right? So certainly some cable guys have contemplated moving into the mobile space and moved into different directions with Wi-Fi hotspots, but a lot of the MSOs are providing backhaul for the mobile operators, and a lot of mobile operators are trying to get offload onto the cable guys' networks, right, as they're sending out picocells or microcells that you can put at home and send that traffic over the other environment. So the cable guys can really get a better understanding and better operational value through some really strategic investments.
Okay, very good. Excellent, Steve. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Alan.
Take care.